In 2014, the Oriental Land Company announced a $4.5 billion expansion for the Tokyo Disney Resort, including a new port for Tokyo DisneySea, a Frozen attraction, and Fantasyland doubling in size at Tokyo Disneyland. 10 years later, a Frozen attraction would finally open at the resort, but a lot changed along the way. This is the history of Tokyo Disney's 10-year expansion plan. In 2015, Disney provided more details about the new expansion coming to Tokyo Disney Resort. In Tokyo Disneyland, Fantasyland was set to receive a major renovation. Dumbo the Flying Elephant was set to move, as well as It's a Small World, replacing half of the Grand Circuit Raceway. Fantasyland would also receive 2 new mini-lands, one themed to Alice in Wonderland to replace It's a Small World, and one themed to Beauty and the Beast to replace the other half of the raceway. Over in Tokyo DisneySea, the 8th port will be called Scandinavia, to be located to the south of Lost River Delta. The port was to feature a Frozen attraction, likely inspired by Epcot's Frozen Ever After, which was also announced in 2014. These new attractions were set to open at the resort in 2017. By 2016, the Tokyo Disney Resort expansion plans had changed quite a lot. Tokyo Disneyland's projects were converted, so 3 lands would receive an update rather than just Fantasyland. Dumbo and It's a Small World were to remain where they were originally built, whilst the Alice in Wonderland Miniland was cancelled. The Grand Circuit Raceway was still set to close, as well as the Starjets in Tomorrowland. To replace them, the $675 million expansion would add 4 new attractions to Tokyo Disneyland in the former location of the Grand Circuit Raceway and Starjets. These were Enchanted Tale of Beauty and the Beast, a trackless dark ride telling the story of Beauty and the Beast, the Fantasyland Forest Theatre, the Happy Ride with Baymax, a flat whip ride, and a Mini Style Studio, a Minnie Mouse meet and greet. Over in Tokyo DisneySea, Scandinavia was also cancelled, with funds being diverted to a new version of Soaring called Soaring Fantastic Flight, themed to the Society of Explorers and Adventurers. After the closure of the Grand Circuit Raceway and Starjets in 2017, construction began on the new attractions. Soaring Fantastic Flight opened in Tokyo DisneySea on July 23, 2019, whilst Enchanted Tale of Beauty and the Beast, Mini Style Studio, and the Happy Ride of Baymax opened on September 28, 2020. Due to COVID-19 regulations, the Fantasyland Forest Theatre's opening was delayed, eventually opening on April 1, 2021. So what about the announced Frozen attraction? In February 2018, rumours began to appear that Tokyo Disney Resort was to receive a third gate called Tokyo Disney Sky, featuring moving walkways and lands themed to Star Wars and Avatar. In June 2018, the Oriental Land Company quashed these rumours by instead announcing an 8th port for Tokyo DisneySea, called Fantasy Springs, which would be built on the expansion plot where Tokyo Disney Sky was thought to be built. The new port will be called Fantasy Springs and feature 3 mini-lands and a new hotel called the Tokyo DisneySea Fantasy Springs Hotel. One of the mini-lands will be themed to Neverland, featuring Peter Pan's Neverland Adventure and Tinkerbell's Busy Buggies. Another would be themed to Tangled, including the Rapunzel Lantern Festival. The final mini-land would be themed to Frozen and feature a more advanced version of Frozen Ever After called Anna and Elsa's Frozen Journey, retelling the story of Frozen. Whilst initially set to open in 2022, Fantasy Springs construction was delayed due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and the new port would open on June 6, 2024. Nearly 10 years after it was first announced, a Frozen attraction would finally be coming to Tokyo Disney Resort. Tokyo Disney's multi-million expansion project would end up adding 9 new attractions to the resort, replacing only 2 attractions along the way. For the most part, these attractions have developed existing park technology to create unique experiences for guests, but with Fantasy Springs opening, it'll be interesting to see what is on the horizon for the Tokyo Disney Resort.